It's your boy Jay back with another reaction video, whatever's on the noggin, where we sit here and discuss about whatever's on the noggin. It'd be a true blessing if you could subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button below. You see that bell icon in the corner? Hit it so you can be notified when my videos drop. And as always, giving credit to the content creator of these videos. Further foremost, here's more example. Look, ladies, this is what your kids be doing when they hanging out with their friends and doing whatever. This is the shit that they be doing.
Summer pool party turned into tragedy. A teenage boy was killed and 2 other teens are now in the hospital after an overnight shooting in an apartment complex in Northeast Harris County.
Fox 26's Jillian Hartman live at the scene. She spoke with a woman who helped several kids get to safety. Jillian.
Yeah, a woman tells me she was working out in the gym right next to the pool when the shooting happened, and she says a bullet went through the gym windows and shattered the glass, and from where I'm standing, you can see one of those windows boarded up. She describes kids screaming and running inside. She told them to get down, and she turned off the lights. She is still very shaken up, just like many others who live in this complex.
Damn.
This surveillance video captures the terrifying moments at a summer pool party. A mother tells me she was inside her bedroom when she heard.
It says a teen killed at pool party. My thing is, where's the parents of these kids, and why are they out after a certain time? I mean, you know what? I think they should make a law to where when these kids do shit, the parents get in trouble and get convicted right along with their kids, because they are responsible for their kid. You get what I'm saying? Really, that's the property. You get what I'm saying? That's their kid. That's their property. So if your kid go do some dumb shit, some fucked up shit, I feel like the parents need to start getting judged right along with the kids, because as the parent, you got to know what your kid's doing. That's your responsibility as a parent to know what your kid's doing. And if you quote unquote call yourself a real parent, like a lot of these women gonna sit here and like, I'm a real parent, I do the best for my kid. Well, you got to know what the hell your kid out there doing. Now, granted, I know these kids need more things out here to do, like, because when I was growing up, we had a whole lot of activities we can get into. But these kids now these days, they could just come to social media. They don't have to do much. They don't have to get up and go out. And when they do go out, get up and go out, this is the shit that they doing right here. They getting together. I think it was another video that had done where they took over a pool and threw the damn people who work there at the office in the fucking pool. This is what your badass kids is out here doing. But when judgment come to them, then the parents looking all fucking stupid like, my kid was the best kid. No, your kid is doing shit like this, and y'all know it. Y'all parents know it, and y'all need to be held accountable for this shit. Male and female, father and mom. But I'm specifically talking to the mothers, because the fathers know damn good, and you know the statistics don't lie, and you look across the board, there's a lot of single household parents, and these kids right here that you seeing that's out here doing all this shit and locked up and doing all this killing and shit, they are raised by single mothers. So I think these single mothers, parents in general, need to start being held accountable for the shit that they kids out here doing. Terrorize. These are the terrorists.
20 gunshots just before midnight, and then saw chaos outside.
We're looking out the window and we see kids jumping.
That's crazy.
From the pool, they're running.
Where the parents at?
Jumping, and then we hear them screaming. I heard someone say, "Oh my God, he's not moving." I see someone laid out on the ground. I see someone else crying. It's chaos everywhere. Then after that, we see a young lady. She said she was in the gym working out, and a bullet shot through the glass and it went right past her face.
That's what's really scary, especially for the bystanders who don't have a damn thing to do with bullshit like this. You know, and it's just tragic when, you know, now that would have been sad if she'd have got hit and she didn't have shit to do with none of this shit. But like I said, where the parents at? Why the police wasn't called if I understand that they call the police, But if I seen that shit, I'd have called the police right when it was starting. Right when I see them gathering and I see it's a certain time limit, that especially because, you know, different rates. And I'm pretty sure the kids that's coming over here to this pool don't even live over here. Live over there. You get what I'm saying? So you're already trespassing or loitering, however you want to fucking call it. So I'd have been called the cops and stepped in and be like, look, yo, I see a whole gathering. Because you know it ain't no damn good when you see these kids gathering the damn together. They ain't doing shit but doing devilish shit. And then the moms, they don't have the parents in general have no accountability. But I think it need to be a law that need to be in place to where when one of these kids doing shit like this, the parents need to be punished right along with the children.
And it was so close that she could feel the heat from the bullet.
Scary.
So it was mayhem everywhere last night.
The Harris County Sheriff's Office says about 30 teenagers were at the pool party at the Henry at Liberty Hills apartments. A boy believed to be 17 was shot and killed. A 15-year-old boy and girl were hurt and taken to the hospital. Some tenants say the pool is supposed to be closed at 10 p.m., but say after-hours parties have been a constant...
If the tenants knew that, then all y'all tenants, you know what? Y'all need to communicate together and should have been called the police. Maybe this wouldn't even happen because the police would have been dispersed out there before all that shooting shit would have went on and all this pool party bullshit would have went on. That would have been taken care of. But like I say, a lot of times, a lot of people sit back, don't do shit, don't say nothing, and this shit right in your face. And y'all have to bear the brunt of this shit because y'all stay over there as tenants. So I felt like this could have been avoided. This right here could have been avoided. I understand that certain things can't be avoided, but you know, you got to get the law enforcement involved when you start seeing a large group of teens get together because you know they up to no damn good. They have no guidance. The guidance is at home with the parents, and the parents probably somewhere with their legs open, laying on their fucking back, making more babies. I'm just saying, I could be wrong, but I'm just saying. Yeah, they're educated because you hear the woman say, oh, we're educated. Yeah, y'all educated, but y'all dumb at the same time. A lot of you, and I'm not speaking for all women. So y'all women that the shoe don't fit, don't put yourself in that position. Stand with me for righteousness. Stand for what's right. Stand up for what's right. When you see these teens out here doing this shit, you know it's not right. You can't advocate for that because you know it's not right. And you need to stand up for truth.
Problem this summer.
It has been a trend this summer to where people who do not live here, they are not residents, they come here and throw pool parties. And it's been
they don't even stay over there.
I'm always calling the police, always, because it gets out of hand.
All summer long, every weekend from Friday through Sunday, they last all like 3 o'clock in the morning. There's been police that would come break it up, and a lot of the times they don't show up here. A lot of the residents have said they complained. I've complained to the...
See what I'm saying? They even sitting there saying they call the police, and a lot of times the police don't even show up. I hope that's not true. Because that's what the taxpayer dollars are paying y'all for y'all to serve and protect. No matter how many times you get called. And the owners of these properties need to step in place and do something about that shit too, because that's unfair to the tenants over there. If they are keep calling the cops to where the cops like, damn, we ain't even gonna come out there. That's bullshit.
Front office that like after 10 o'clock, like they're blasting music, it's time to go home.
Some tenants now say they don't feel safe and want stronger security measures.
I think they need to be better at managing access to the pool. There's a lot that can be done.
Of course.
And that was Yvette Sanchez reporting. A massive crowd, a pop-up party, and a strong police presence. It all unfolded near Friendship Fountain over the weekend. Nearly 700 teens gathered after word spread on social media.
700 teens. What you think they up to? I think they out there picking up trash and saving the earth or something.
Well, it quickly turned chaotic.
News Jax reporter Alicia Hatcher breaks down what officers are doing to stay ahead.
This is where it happened, Friendship Fountain. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office says over 500 teens filled this area. Some were seen doing drugs, fighting, even pepper spraying each other.
That's what they doing.
That crowd then moved here on River Place Boulevard, where dozens of JSO cruisers blocked off part of this road trying to disperse the crowd. But this isn't the first time hundreds of teens caused concern. Earlier this month, Clay County deputies cleared a similar crowd at Orange Park Mall after reports of fights and disruptions inside. And last year, violence broke out in Jacksonville Beach during a massive St. Patrick's Day gathering. 3 separate shootings left 1 person dead and 3 others hurt. That chaos prompted Jacksonville Beach Police to launch a zero-tolerance policy.
We've become fully staffed, and since we have become fully staffed, we were able to repopulate some of our specialty units. And a lot of people don't know we have a special unit that works in our little downtown area east of 3rd. Called Downtown Cape.
They also launched a strategy called Spring Surge, flooding the beach with officers during high-risk weekends.
We picked a date every weekend in April going through May, and we put as many officers.
And ain't nothing wrong with having fun. I'm not advocating, you know what I mean? I'm not sitting here being against not having fun, but it should be done in a proper manner is all I'm saying.
So we could out on the street.
We've seen a series of recent incidents in Jacksonville and Orange Park involving large crowds. How do those reflect what your department has experienced in Jax Beach?
We haven't seen the amount of people, but once we have started to see these crowds gather, like I said, there's only a few areas in Jacksonville Beach that crowds can't gather. So once we have seen those crowds start to gather, we have just kind of implemented a plan that we have in place.
And they sitting there taking videos of it, not stopping it or breaking it up.
Down, law enforcement says they're staying alert, monitoring social media, tightening curfew enforcement, and working with neighboring agencies to prevent the next pop-up. Alicia Hatcher, Channel 4, the local station.
Great thing.
Turns across Jacksonville. The latest, a crowd of hundreds gathering at the South Bank.
And yes, this is in Jacksonville, Florida, but this happens nationwide everywhere. Because I see it in my own neighborhood. You get what I'm saying? So this is not just domesticated or just right there in Florida. This is nationwide right here. This is examples of what's happening every fucking where. It needs to stop, and the parents need to be held accountable for this bullshit.
Now, Sheriff T.K. Waters is warning anyone who has ideas to doing something like this again.
I'm not trying to tell people how to parent, but if your kid's out beyond curfew, they may find themselves in trouble.
I know that's right.
Friendship Fountain, it's a place many families spend their days off. They saw between 600 to 700 teenagers. Police say they were causing chaos.
Yeah, they were picking up paper and trash.
Using drugs, fighting, pepper spraying each other. News for Jax reporter Chris Will joining us live from the South Bank. So, Chris, this takeover trend is apparently making its way across our area.
Everywhere.
Yeah, and it's one that tends to spike during summer months when kids aren't in school and they're looking for things to do. You might remember just earlier this month, the Orange Park Mall had to be cleared out by the Clay County Sheriff's Office because kids were being disruptive in a similar takeover. And with similar events circulating across social media here in Jacksonville, the sheriff says he's ready to put kids behind bars.
I know that's right.
Make sure you're at home if you're underage before curfew, because we
put the parents behind bars right along with the kids too. And I bet you a lot of this shit will stop. Put the parents, lock them up too, right along with them.
We're going to start arresting them.
And that statement from
Sheriff
T.K. Waters comes after this video was posted over the weekend. The sheriff's office says 600 to 700 juveniles gathering near Friendship Fountain, described as engaging in problematic behavior.
You cannot continue to...
And I'm just speaking for the underage kids, the teens. I ain't speaking for if they are adults and grown, you already know that it's too late for them. They can get punished anyway. But what I'm saying is for the teens, that falls back on the parents. So if the teens get locked up, my opinion is the parents should get locked up right along with their ass. Now, a lot of this bullshit will stop.
Run around our community.
Promise it to you.
Do things in our community that other people are uncomfortable with, that may cause danger for other people. And listen, we got to draw the line. We got to stop making it right. It's okay to do whatever you want, because it's not.
Because it's not.
And it's a problem that has come up at several of the sheriff's town hall meetings, where residents get to ask their questions directly to the JSO staff. With similar situations occurring at the beach and the Orange Park Mall in recent months, we asked the sheriff ahead of Tuesday's community meeting.
What is JSO doing to kind of stop some of these events from hitting as people told you before?
There's some things that we're doing that we're not going to tell people because surprise.
JSO says it was aware of several takeover events and monitored them on social media, issuing warnings to organizers and their parents ahead of the gathering.
We run into the problem where when people try to justify it, it's just young people wanting to have fun. No, you get past young people trying to have fun.
Exactly.
Young people are responsible also, just like the rest of us.
Exactly.
Parents, we need to make sure we're watching and paying attention to what's going on.
You hear it? Exactly. Totally agree.
And I asked the sheriff where that line gets crossed, where it becomes a law enforcement issue with these gatherings. He says, first off, any of those large gatherings need to have a...
As soon as they start to gather up, because you know they up to no damn good half the time.
...permit to be held. He also says that anyone under the age of 18 does have a curfew in Jacksonville. That's 11 p.m. on weekdays and midnight on weekends. So that's something for parents to be aware of and let their kids know. Right now, reporting live.
And guess what? If the parents don't enforce that rule, then the parents should get locked up. When they teens out there doing bad shit, they should get gone with them.
For the local station.
Chris, thank you. We asked viewers, though, ahead of tonight's meeting, what questions they might have for the sheriff. And a fair amount are really asking about the viral video showing the traffic stop of William McNeil Jr.
Yeah, Chris, his lawyers, said today they highlighted a portion of the body camera video that appears to show an officer drawing his gun. Did the sheriff have any response to that press conference today?
Yeah, the sheriff and the sheriff's office have put out statements saying they were not going to comment on it because of the pending lawsuit because of it. But he did comment on that image of an officer pulling his weapon. Here's what he had to say.
They're here to serve this community, protect themselves, and protect our community. And if they feel like on a traffic stop or anything else for that matter, they need to draw their gun and utilize it, I'm not going to tell them when to do it and when not to do it.
I agree. And the only reason why I agree because that sheriff right there ain't in those predicaments where his officers or lieutenants or whoever in that predicament. So, and it varies from predicament to predicament because hell, if I feel threatened, I'm going to pull my gun out too. I ain't even an officer. If I feel threatened.
And the sheriff also emphasized that that video that the attorneys were referencing was from the body camera video that JSO released in the days after that video began to go viral on social media. But he did say they are going to refrain from any further comment, again, because of that further litigation.
All right, Chris Ruel reporting to us tonight from the South Bay. Thanks, Chris.
And like I said, you get what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. Shit crazy. Like, what these teens doing, the parents need to be held responsible for these teens. They really do. They really need to be held responsible for what these teens out here doing, man. Out here killing, and they ain't doing shit right. I ain't gonna see all the teens, but the majority of them. You get what I'm saying? And the parents don't have no accountability, no responsibility. And if one of their teens get hurt, then they sitting there and want to blame the police for police brutality or some shit. But this is what your teens doing out here in the streets. While you at home laying on your back with your legs open or some shit. Well, that's it for another video. Like I said, it'd be a true blessing if you could subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button below. See that bell icon, hit it so you can be notified when my videos drop. And as always, peace, love, safety. Jay is out.